Hello ladies and chaps, and a jolly good welcome to you. I am Baron Courtier. Thank you very much for joining me for this video recording showing off the surface warships, the playable surface warships in the new playable subs and more mod for Cold Waters. Now, before I delve into the actual content itself, I'd just like to say a massive thank you and also an apology. First of all, a massive thank you to everyone, because my previous video showing off the playable warships in Cold Waters, the playable surface ships in Cold Waters, received such good positive feedback and over 11k views, which for me, with my tiny little channel, is immense. It's brilliant. I uploaded it 6 months ago now, when the first version of this mod upon a mod became available, so it's been a while now. And also I'd like to apologise to everyone who did show me a massive interest and wanted a go at playing it, but the mod quickly became unavailable. You couldn't download it from the GitHub, and it became unavailable. I did get permission from the mod developer, the chief developer of the mod, to upload the file for the playable surface ships to Google or whatever to make it available to download, but I cocked it up and I somehow messed up the file. So massive apologies there. But it's now become available again. All you have to do is type in new playable subs and more mods in Google, and you need the development version, not the release version. It comes with all the instructions, how to install it, what's included in the mod, all the patch notes, all that good stuff. It's all there. How to play around with the UI tools and everything's all there. So check it out. It's a GitHub file, a zip file. It's really easy to download, really easy to install. Now then, this version of the mod is in the South China Sea campaign, and it becomes available with the Nox class frigate, the Yang Wei, I think it's pronounced, class frigate, and the Kirov class cruiser for Russia. So you can play America, Russia, or China, one ship from each nation. Now, when you play this, you have to bear in mind it is experimental. You are playing a mod for a submarine game using surface warships, and they've had to use different models and things like that, and different coding for these warships, so they will act a little bit like submarines. That being said, there are a bunch of stipulations on the patch notes for this mod, basically explaining things I've had to do to make it playable, and what I've had to do to make it work. So I'm basically going to read this out verbatim, so I can't get it wrong. So to start off, it says, since the game is not designed for playable surface ships, we've had to make some special modifications to make them work properly and to make them fun to play. Below are some important special notes about them. Okay, starting off. The playable surface ships can only be used in single missions and campaigns specifically designed for them. That said, it does sound like they are trying to make a campaign version for the surface warships, which should be a lot of fun. This is because we must set the starting depth for the ships at 0 feet. Otherwise they'd implode as soon as the encounter begins. This is why they are not available for quick mission editor. As soon as you enter an encounter, all other surface ships in the area will instantly detect you. Submarines will generally take longer to pick you up unless they raise their radar or periscope, which is fair enough. That's not bad. That's quite realistic, I guess. I mean, a surface ship will see you rather than detect you, and submarines may not be able to detect you. It all depends on the situation at the time. The only weapons available for surface ships are the same as submarines, torpedoes and missiles. It is not possible to make their guns work because there is no coding in the game to allow a player to target a gun, and the AI apparently won't work in any way on a player controlled ship. So that is what it is. You can't use the guns because it just physically isn't possible, basically. Not yet, at least, anyway. Although most of the playable ships do carry aircraft, there is no way that we can find to make these work for the player. It's same as the guns, basically. At the moment it is not physically playable with the coding. We have not yet found any way to make the ship's anti-air defences work at all, meaning you're going to take hits from enemy missiles almost 100% of the time. Again, similar sort of situation, same as the guns, I'd think. All of the playable surface ships have been given a massive, obviously unrealistic tonnage rating in order to give them enough hit points to survive long enough to be enjoyable. This is especially important because torpedoes are much harder to evade than in a submarine, almost impossible, really. Now this is true, as you can see from the footage. I'm having to use the decoy torpedoes to shake off enemy torpedoes coming at me, otherwise you just can't shake them off the ship's noisemakers will not work the same as what they do for a submarine, and all that kind of thing. So use the MOS, use the MG90s, I think they are, to shake off torpedoes and all that good stuff. So in order to make it a bit more enjoyable, they've made the ships very, very strong. Basically, the whole point of this mod is, the main point of it is, they've substituted realism and realistic sort of goings on at sea for a more enjoyable experience playing, you know, and it is fun. It is actually a lot of fun, to be fair. The ships have also been given unusually low self-noise rating to keep them from being instantly detected by every submarine in the area. If you keep your speed low enough, you might be able to evade detection by submarines for at least a little while. Bearing in mind, at the moment, there's only one mission type in the single missions at the moment with submarines in. You got the one-on-one you versus a submarine mission, and there's the convoy strike mission as well, where you take on a massive convoy. So again, you only need to worry about that aspect in regards to one mission. The playable ships have also been given special versions of their real life sonar suites that are much more sensitive than anything else in the game. Again, this only really matters when you're playing the mission against the lone submarine. All of the ships have also been given weapon loadouts that aren't actually used in real life. This is to allow them to fight properly and give them proper loadouts when we release the Playable Surface ships campaigns. Obviously the campaigns aren't released yet, but it is in preparation for that. In addition, they do have wire guidance on their torpedoes to make them a little easier, to make things a little easier. So once again, like I said, a lot of what they've done for this mod, they've substituted the realism for a more enjoyable gameplay. When I first done a video showing the Playable Surface ships, it was nigh impossible. It was very, very difficult. Particularly the convoy strike mission, it was very, very hard. I couldn't do it at all. Now, with the 3 ships available and the changes they've made, you can actually enjoy it more. It is playable. You just have to bear in mind that it is a little bit unrealistic. But it is fun, and it is a bit of a challenge as well. Trying to hit the enemy ships, because the enemy ships will shoot down your missiles, they will try and evade your torpedoes and so on, as you can see from the footage there, and it is a lot of fun still. So with the development version of the mod, the development zip file, you need the yellow missions, and it's 2 missions split into 3 parts each, 1 for US, 1 for Russia, and 1 for China. So I've been playing the convoy strike, as you can see. I didn't bother with the one-on-one submarine mission. I showed that off in my last video. And again, bear in mind that the ships may not be a 100% accurate representation of their real life versions, again because they've had to use models already in the game and perhaps reshape them, remodel them and that kind of thing. So please do enjoy blasting your missiles away, shooting up enemy ships, getting amongst them, firing torpedoes, all that good stuff. It is interesting doing torpedo runs, charging at full speed and all that kind of stuff. I've really enjoyed just the last hour or 2 playing this and recording. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you all enjoy it too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I've kept it nice and short and to the point. It is purely a revised version of my last Playable Surface ship video. So please do leave a like, please do comment, tell me what you think. If you have any questions, please do ask. If you want to talk to the main developer himself, he is on the Cold Waters Discord, so do go there. I will leave the link in the description, so go there, talk to him. He's quite easy to find, and please do enjoy it. And I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more, because there will be plenty more coming. And I hope you have a very nice day. I am Baron Courtier, and cheerio.